What is up, my nerds? It is me, Marissa Mohi, and welcome to my channel. And today I have another bullet journal video for you, only this time it's not so much about, planning as in the monthly or weekly look at things. This is all about the HB90 method. So that's right. If you are familiar with Heart Breathings, the channel from Sarra, where she talks about her journey as as an independent author, she has a course on planning, and today I'm sharing a little thing that I do since I have taken that course. So right here I am setting up my Q3, that is the third quarter plan for 2019. Basically, there are 4 quarters in a year. Fun fact, that's what quarter means. I think you know that. I'm not trying to insult you. I just thought it would be clever, and it's not, so I apologize. So yeah, so this is the third quarter we have coming up. Starts in July, and one thing that I really like about Sarra Cannon's course is that you focus on each quarter, which means you take about, 90 days, or however many days happen to be in that quarter, and you really focus in on specific goals. Sarra tells you that it's probably a good idea to only focus in, like a few major areas, or, like 3 main goals. And in the past, I've done more than that, and Sarra is absolutely correct, and you should only do 3. So, this is me getting ready, setting up my 3 goals that I'm going to be focusing on during July, August, and September of this year. Now, if you are familiar with Sarra's channel, you know that she has a Kanban board. It's something that is always in the background of her videos, and it's got a ton of post-it notes on it, and they're different colors depending upon what that particular goal is, what category it falls in. And in the past, I have done a Kanban board, and I really like it. The one thing I don't like about it is how immobile it is. So, I mean, I guess you could take your bulletin board off the wall and carry it with you, but that would be very, very silly. So what I am doing here is actually setting up my own Kanban board within my planner. So as you know, I've had this bullet journal for almost a whole month now, and I am creating a spread to help me focus on the third quarter. So I'm going to go through this kind of quickly, and if this stuff doesn't make sense to you, that's okay. Feel free to leave questions in the comments, but also I want you to know that there is a link down in the description box, and it will enable you to get Sarra Cannon's course. So, if you are interested in taking the HB90 Planning Method course, know that that is coming up. The deadline to sign up, though, is this Thursday, so, get on it. But that's what this is all about. So these things that I'm doing right here, these are things that I learned in her class. Not so much making the bullet journal spread, but just, planning in this specific way. This is something that was focused on in her course. So I am creating the Kanban board here. It's going to look slightly different than Sarra's, and I think that's the cool thing about the method is that you can modify it to fit whatever it is that you do. Sarra, focuses a lot on publication, and as of right now, I have not published a novel, only, like short stories and freelance articles and stuff. But, the goal system works the same for pretty much everybody. So, one of the things that she talks about in her course is that you want to have specific goals, and then you break those specific goals into tasks and projects. And so what I'm going to be showing today are some of my tasks and projects, and I think that for me, they're great. They might not be good for you, and that's, one of the reasons why you might want to take Sarra Cannon's course, the HB90 Planning Method, and that's because she goes into good ways to set goals, and it's not, just, here's how you set a SMART goal. We've heard of SMART goals before, so I won't insult you by explaining what they are, but I love how she gets you in the mind space for planning out, the next 90 days of your life. I think that it can be really overwhelming to think of, 90 days at a time. And in the past, I would say that I have been overwhelmed by it, but I think that just by focusing on specific goals and using a lot of the methods that she teaches in her course, it makes it a lot easier. Also, I apologize that I am not really in frame here. It is, there we go. Good job, Marissa. It's really weird to film overhead shots. I know that I don't really mention it often, but just know that my setup is hella janky. So like, imagine, if you will, how many things I have stacked on this table to make this work, and things that are clipped on the table, and just know that it's a mess, and it is what it is, and I like it, and I'm very fortunate to be able to do this sort of thing, but also, at any given moment, if I sneeze, everything comes tumbling down. So just know that I'm trying to keep everything within frame, but it's not that simple. So yeah, so I am still setting up the spread here, and this is kind of something that, I mean, I don't know if I would set it up this way again, but I think for the first time this is going to work well. I know that I needed a 2-page spread for this, and I'm just using a Leuchtturm 1917 notebook. Nothing fancy here. That is a Sharpie black pen, you know, one of their felt tip pens, purchased at Michael's. That's a Westcott ruler. I'll have everything linked down below, and just so you get an idea of all the things I'm using, because for the most part this is a pretty easy peasy sort of spread I'm doing, and you know, the things that I'm using aren't super expensive. I think the most expensive thing is the notebook, and Michael's does have some good copycat Leuchtturms, so if you don't want to spend the money, then I absolutely recommend that you go to Michael's, and you know, usually they're like $5. That's the great thing about Michael's. Everything is either on sale or already hella cheap, and I really like it. So right here at the top on the second page, I am marking where things are either in progress or completed. So typically on a Kanban board there are 3 or 4 sections to denote, you know, like one's a to-do, one is in the planning phase, one is in progress, and the other one is completed. But I know that the items are to-do items since they're going to be on my to-do list, so I don't need that section. And then also I don't really need a planning phase per se for them, or planning is part of what it is. So that is to say that a lot of them are just, you know, writing sprints to get stuff done. Or, you know, times for me to just, you know, look at a calendar and do what I need to do. Just grabbing my Sharpie highlighters. Y'all have seen those many, many times from back when I was using the Passion Planner. Sometimes I miss that planner, but mostly I don't, because it made me very manic and made me try to fill up every hour of the day, which I recognize is not a fault of the Passion Planner so much as it is a fault of my brain chemicals. So, you know, if you're having that issue, just know that, hey, you must be anxious like me, and what is it like to have your heart rate go up to like 170 when you're just sitting still all the time because you're just anxiously thinking about things? I'm there with you, friend. I'm there with you. So I am just color coding the specific sections of my goals. So you can see that blue one, it's writing, and I wrote writing in there first, but I like to write over the highlighter so I don't mess up the highlighter. I try not to be precious with my office supplies, but man, highlighters, I hate it when they get like, you know, the ink smudges on them, and then when they highlight, they're just highlighting everything in like a grayish color. So I try to write over them. So that is what I'm doing here. So I have writing, and I have marissamohi.com and health. So writing, obviously fiction writing. marissamohi.com, that's pretty much everything that I do when it comes to online stuff. So that's my blog, that's my YouTube channel, you know, Instagram, all of that stuff. It's basically Marissa Mohi online. And then health is, you know, should be fairly self-explanatory. I am currently trying to get back in shape, trying pretty dang hard. It's just, you know, something that I need to take care of. Also, I got a bad case in my mid-30s, and if you don't, you know, watch out, it's going to turn into a bad case in my late 30s, which is real bad. So, you know, trying to eat healthier, trying to work out more. So that's what that's going to focus on. At the top, I am just writing, you know, the specific goals there. They're not super specific in the writing of them, but I know what they are. So Deep Dark Mystery Club, that is writing. That's the novel I'm currently working on. You've heard about it before. I finally have a name, and it's based off an actual club that existed at the University of Oklahoma back in like the 30s. It was a bunch of creepy weirdos in hoods, you know, terrorizing the campus. So that is going to be the name of my novel, I think. And then under marissamohi.com, It says monetize blog and YouTube, so I have a specific number I want to put on that. And I know it, but it's just not written down there. It is because I think for now I'm going to play it close to the chest. I think that it's great that there are some bloggers out there that share their income reports. I am not there yet, mainly because there's so many bloggers that share their income reports and they're like, I made $200,000 this month, and you're like, really? Is that for real? But, you know, whatever. Just rest assured I've never made $200,000 in a month from my blog. Alright, so here I am writing out the specific tasks that go under that project, which is Deep Dark Mystery Club, and I'm just writing out 10K increments. 10K can seem like a lot to mark off, and I think that a lot of writers, they break it down into, you know, like 1,000-word increments, and I think that's good, but here's the deal. July we have Camp NaNoWriMo, and I'm going to hit it hard because I'm actually off work starting July 5th, so I'm really excited to do that. So I think 10K is good for me because that's like going to be my main focus. Then I'm just doing the same thing under each category in a matching color because I'm extra. Because like if you don't have highlighters that match your fine liners, what are you even doing? That was completely a joke. So don't think that I think that you have to buy a ton of, you know, products. You don't. You absolutely don't. You know, you do this however works best for you. If you're not a color code person, if you're one of those people with one of those super lovely minimalist bullet journals that's just black and white, I love that idea. And, you know, stay true to you. I like bright colors. In fact, in a perfect world, everything around me would be primary colors, just bright blues, reds, and orange and yellows all the time. But I know that that's not possible. So, also, they don't really make highlighters in primary colors. They get pretty close, but it's not perfect. So I'm just writing out all the tasks that I know I need to complete in order to meet my goal of monetization. So, you know, I can't say that each of these things are going to bring in a specific amount of money, but they're things that need to be done in order to make monetization a possibility. And so here with health, doing the same thing, you will notice that I'm just writing the weeks of a workout program because I will complete it 1 week at a time. And so what I have here, I'm writing down the weeks of the 80-day obsession program, which I'm going to start in July. If you didn't know, I'm a big fan of Beachbody. So I use Beachbody on demand. I do feel like I need to say that I hate the name of the product. Like, Beachbody is problematic for a number of reasons. Any body can go on the beach. You do not have to look a certain way. And I think it's kind of toxic to promote this idea that there's only one type of body for the beach and it has to be one that, you know, drinks protein shakes and works out. But I will say that I do enjoy the workout programs they have, and for $99 a month you get, you know, on-demand workouts whenever you want. It's a really good deal, just because most gyms are a lot more expensive than that. So here you're going to see me attempt to do some cute lettering. I'm going to do it in pencil first, which is good because, you know, spoiler alert, it doesn't work out. I just wanted to have, you know, like a little kind of header on the side, a sidebar, that denoted what quarter this was. And so I thought I could write Q3 in some cute letters, or, you know, in a cute style, and I can't, is the thing. So if you're interested in learning this planning method, there is a link down below in the description box. Just a heads up, it is an affiliate link, which means I do make some cash if you happen to use my link. But I am definitely recommending Sarah Cannon's course. Honestly, that woman is a juggernaut. I have no idea how she gets done what she gets done, but just taking that HB90 planning method course was a great, you know, view into her process and how she achieves all the things she does. So again, if you are interested, the link is down below and you need to sign up soon because that course starts on Thursday. So I definitely recommend it, cannot recommend it enough. You know, you don't have to do a messy bullet journal spread, you can do an actual Kanban board. So, you know, it's completely up to you, and the great thing about Sarah's course is you can customize it to work for your life. You'll see on the right-hand side I have in progress and completed, so all I'm going to do is take my highlighter and color that line in for when it's in progress, and then when it's completed I get to color in the next box as well. So that is my Kanban board for the third quarter. Alrighty, my nerds, that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you click that like button and make sure you're subscribed because I'm coming at you every week with a new video. Also, I have all my social media linked down below, and I would love it if you followed me all over the internet. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.